Hello, wonderful people of the internet. Welcome back to another episode of Simuleos. Let me check something real quick. Nice. Okay. So what I had to check to make sure was that you guys can't hear this fan going on above me. It is a bit loud, but that's okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Bowmaster Flax, Trash Talk, Lord Lycon. Thank you guys so much for coming in. And anyone who might be lurking in chat, hey, thanks for being here. Whoa. Okay. I just dropped my pen, but that's okay. Right. So today we've got a lot left to do in order to get basically, this Easter video out. I wanted to get it out tomorrow. Tomorrow was my goal. And I think we can still do that, but actually probably we'll be hitting Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday or the day after Easter. I don't know. Point is, I'm doing my best to get this stuff out, and we'll just see how it goes. Is there any chance we'll meet your parents in the stream? No, I'm secluded in a room that has very little ventilation, if I'm being honest. It's a bit warm in here, specifically because my computer runs warm. But yeah, there's no way you're going to see my parents in the stream because I have my own little room here. The bed back here. There's also a bed over here. There's literally no way for me to get out of this room because my desk only fits like directly in front of the bed. So like I have to do this weird like ab crunch maneuver to get out of this position that I'm in. I don't know how else to put it. Let's see, what do we have here? What operating system is this? It is Arch Linux. Thanks so much for asking. In particular, I'm working with OpenBox, the Windows Manager. So that's what I'm on. Right, so I guess just quick catch up. COVID is still a thing, unfortunately. You know, a lot of people wish it were gone. It's not. Right now, there are 386,000 confirmed cases in the U.S., which is a little over twice as many as are in Spain, and Spain is now number 2, not Italy anymore. So it's yeah, the rankings have been changing a bit recently. Point is, if you are not socially distancing, if you're just going out partying every night, I'd be very surprised if your government allows you to do that. But if you are, I would strongly encourage you to just take basic safety precautions. 386,000 is 0.1% of the U.S. population, which doesn't sound too much, but when you consider there's probably 10 times that many that are not tested, you could maybe say that 1% of the U.S. population is or has been infected by this virus. And I don't think that would be too far of a stretch to say that. So just keep yourselves healthy and do your best to do what you feel is best in order to remain as far away from people as possible. In my case, it meant being socially distanced in Boston for 2 weeks and then driving down here where I'm even more socially distanced. But, do what you feel you need to do. We've almost reached a peak in ICU bed usage in the Netherlands, and it's trending downwards. Yeah, it's a rough situation. I mean, everyone knows it's a rough situation, but it's all over the news. Everyone's talking about it, and I feel like maybe the best thing we can do for now is not talk about it too much, I feel like it's all everyone's talking about nowadays, and sometimes maybe it's best just to talk a bit about Easter, We're suffering from an exponential growth anymore. Oh, that's fantastic, actually. We definitely still are. So you said the Netherlands. Yeah, I mean, you could argue your inflection point was actually here, which seems maybe a few days ago. Maybe. It depends, because I feel like it went from exponentially growing to at least linear. Yeah, it's about straight, right? Which is interesting. In the US, we're still on this exponential curve up, man. Spain? Yeah, Spain's hit the inflection point as well. What about Italy? Italy, yeah, you see the point there. But the stats that truly matter is the ICU capacity. Right, I agree. There are a lot of stats that matter. I figure the growth rate also matters, but yeah, how much we can fit in hospitals is clearly an important factor. I mean, healthcare in the U.S. has always been a bit of a sticky point, and this has only showed, at least me, and I don't know about other people, but I kind of feel, and again, this is a political opinion, but I kind of feel like what this shows us is that we need, if you run hospitals as a business, right, and you try to make them maximally efficient, so you always have 95% of beds occupied or something like this. I'm not saying that's what they do, but I'm just saying that if that's what you do, then a situation like this is going to knock you pretty hard. I don't know really how hard it's knocking us, but let's see. So there's 86,000 and 12,000 total deaths. That's it's not great. Yeah, my sister's a nurse, and everyone's kind of struggling right now, and I'm just hoping that, we get through this. Americans deserve better healthcare, in my opinion. I think, yeah, I mean, every European will say that, and every American will say that as well. I don't think we should ramble too much more about healthcare. I just feel like I wish we were in a better situation than we are. But my main point for this entire discussion is that if you're struggling from anything COVID related, whether, your job is rocky now, or, you actually have friends or family affected by the virus, just know that, it's a short-term thing. And, we'll all get through it somehow, in addition, I think maybe the best thing to do for now is just to, hang out, chat, talk about algorithms and something completely unrelated for a few hours of the day. I think that might be a good thing to do going forward. Okay, so let's talk about the algorithm archive, which, might be less interesting than COVID for some people, but hey, I think it's pretty cool. We're going to cd into projects, algorithm archive, and I'm just going to run git book serve. Okay, there's a few visualizations we need to do today, some of which are for the video that's upcoming, some of which are for the algorithm archive. And we'll just knock them out one step at a time. Let's see. We'll play the cards we're dealt and persevere afterwards. Right. That's how you got to do it. Honestly, I am actually somewhat, I don't know how to put it, but I'm somewhat optimistic about this whole thing. And not I know 386,000 people infected, or however many people it is in the world infected. What is it? Let me just maybe do that. Will this do it? No, that does not do what I thought it would do. Let's try bookmarks there. So worldwide we have how many infected? 1,413,000 infected, right? But it's kind of, in some ways, it's kind of, if there's anything good that's coming out of this, I feel like we're teaching teaching a new generation, and also we ourselves are experiencing a time where people are genuinely putting their neighbor first, and I think that's something that's good for us as a society to do. Now, does that mean that this? I don't know. I'm just trying to say that there's a silver lining to this, and that's that. A lot of people are self-isolating not to protect themselves, but to protect their fellow, human, their fellow brother, sister, whatever. And I think that's something important coming out of this. Like there's some social good coming out of it. But I don't know. It's really hard to draw a silver lining for this. And 25% of them in the U.S. That is true. Is it 25%? Yeah, it's about 25%. Hey, Vexitos. To be fair, though, like 25% in the U.S., but also like I think more than 25% in Europe, like 50% in Europe. So I don't know. I kind of feel like 25% in the U.S. is a bit of a it's a bit of a false metric in some sense, right? Because like the U.S. is I usually would compare the U.S. and Europe, right, as two equal forces here. China's also likely lying a bit, right? I mean, we can't go off those numbers. We just assume that it is what it is. We assume that China has been doing okay. No reason to. I mean, what does it matter if they're lying about their numbers or not? All that matters is if they're lying about their numbers, then we're not supporting them as much, right? It seems to me that it doesn't actually have any. It doesn't significantly change how we deal with the virus ourselves, right? But yeah, as far as the U.S. having a quarter of them, I mean, that's fair. But again, Europe has half of them, and I think that's about right because Europe has roughly twice the population of the U.S. and I think is roughly the same in terms of land mass and stuff and stuff like that. So I think the numbers are consistent. It tends to be that a lot of Europeans tend to forget that the U.S. is a conglomeration of states, right? And each state is essentially a country. So it's very similar, I think, metric-wise. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the U.S. is in basically the same situation as Europe. What are the limits to machine learning in comparison to general AI? I have no idea, because I don't really know what you define as general AI. Can machines learn to do anything? I don't know. I don't really do much with machine learning or AI. I mean, a lot of people do. It's just not my field. I think maybe in the future I might, but I've kind of shied away from it. I'm more interested in scientific computing applications where machine learning it's not as typical in that area. Can machines learn anything? The answer to that is probably yes. We just need to define the right architecture such that they can learn it. That's a big question. I don't know how to know the answer to it. I had a day off today because all my machines are busy and will be for another 20 hours. Yeah, I know that's how it goes with scientific computing. Sometimes you're just computing stuff. That's all you're doing. And you do that for 6 months and there you go. One thing I specifically want to avoid with this job that I'm currently on is this cycle that I got into during my PhD where, you'd write code for a bit, but then after the code is written, you would just spend months doing nothing but simulate it. You'd simulate, you'd get some results, then you'd re-simulate because those results were crap, and you just keep going and going and going, and it's not enjoyable to me. I kind of prefer the development aspect of things, and now I see that, different people like different things. It's just for me in particular, I would like not to be a part of that cycle, AIMD simulations, literally taking weeks. This is during my master's thesis. What is AIMD again? Something molecular dynamics, I assume. AI. What's the most enjoyable job in tech? Video games? I would argue video games are very far from the most enjoyable job in tech. I would argue, ab initio. Yeah, fine. So as far as the most enjoyable job in tech, that's very much your personal preference. I find video game development to be rather tedious, but that's just me, right? Other people find it very enjoyable, specifically if you really enjoy creating art assets and stuff like that. I figure you could be a good indie developer. But yeah, the industry itself is quite brutal. It's, I don't know, I feel like all industries are brutal, but yeah, this one in particular, like SleepZ, 197 says, does have a high turnover rate. I would not recommend, if I were you, I would not recommend going into the industry just because you want to make games. I feel like the job itself is not as enjoyable as playing the games are, During my PhD, I'll at least be able to do code during my wait time, but currently I have nothing to do. I'm so sorry about that. What's the most easy to get into Care Bear section that also pays decent? I don't know. I think maybe web development might be a bit easier to get into than other areas, but again, I don't know. I'm not a web developer, So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and CD into projects Simuleo. Oh, actually, algorithm archive because I just realized I misspelled something. CD into contents, Computus over here. And then we're going to do ls, and we're just going to open up computus.md and go into 9, whatever. Yep, that. Ah, crap, I did it again. That's what I want. Did I do it again? No, I think that's okay. I just misspelled something. A lot to get into because they like games. A lot get into it because they like games. Great, but most of the time you're working on games you won't enjoy playing yourself. Depends for the owners and publishers you want. If you're dumb and insane, go into computational chemistry and physics. Web dev here. Web dev is very easy these days. Right, so fair enough if that's what you think. Lewis Northmore, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. Right, so let's go ahead and get this done. Again, like I said at the start of the stream, I've got a lot of visualizations to make. So we're just going to kind of jump into it, I think, and get as much done as we can. The first visualization is relatively straightforward, I think. So we're just going to do it. CD, should I do it in this terminal? Yeah, I'll do it in this terminal. CD into projects, Simuleos, and Computus. Okay, ls here. Let me go into vi Gauss Easter .jl. Yep, and I'm gonna return the value d plus e from this equation. So what d plus e is, it's the number of days from March 21st to Easter, right? So I'm gonna output this. That's what I'm outputting from this function. Okay, so let's go ahead and run Julia. And I guess this terminal is just sitting here and doing nothing, so I will do this. Just so it has something going on and it doesn't look dead. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and include, let's do Gauss Easter .jl, run that. And then I'm going to do using plots, and what's the other thing I'm going to do? Maybe using delimited files. Something like that. Okay. So we have plots, we have delimited files. I'm going to go ahead and create an age range from, we'll do 1800 to 1899. So that's a 100-year span. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, oh, actually, you know what I probably wanted? I probably actually wanted from 2020 to 2120, 19, let's say. There we go. Now let me just plot all of these dates. So we're going to run dates is going to be equal to computus dot a. So what we just generated was a list of years from 2020, the current year, to 2120, or 2119. So this year, and then the next 98 years. Oh, 99 years. So it should be 100 years in total. And now I'm just going to plot all the dates of Easter. So let's plot dates and see what we get. Okay, while that plot's getting up, I'm going to go ahead and read chat and see what we have here. Let's see. Web dev here. Web dev is very easy these days. Do web dev if you enjoy pain and suffering. I see conflicting messages. They're the same thing. Let's see. Also, I also have other fun news. Yeah, what's the fun news? I hit 20,000 words in my story novel. Fantastic, man. Like, honestly, keep up the good work. If you want to write proper software, web dev is pain and suffering, but nobody does it, so it's easy. Let's see. How's it going? Hey, Folster, how are you? Pretty good. Okay, so what I just generated here was the list of all dates from 2020 to 2119. So 100 years of Easter, right? And again, you could probably squint your eyes at this and try to find some sort of pattern, but it's not obvious at all how this would work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to output this to file. I'm going to create a new plot script to kind of fix up the plot a bit, just because I don't really like Julia's inbuilt plotter. I know that's a bit of a, a lot of people really like plots.jl. It's just not my thing, really. So I'm going to go ahead and do DLM write. I think it's write, isn't it? Or is it write DLM? Probably write DLM. And I'm just going to output dates. Oh, okay. Let's try this. Is that right? It's the other way around, I bet. It's probably dates.dat and then dates after that. There we go. Okay, so if I open that up, let's just do dates.dat. Yeah, here's a list of dates. Cool. So we'll go ahead and create a quick new plot script. I don't like Gadfly either. I just don't. I'm sorry about that. I don't like Julia's plotters. Mainly because I don't know if I need to add it here. Mainly because of this. It's just, I know it's come a long way, and I know I'm kind of biased by it because I used to use it in Julia 0.3, but man, it's a beast, I've never written anything that's 20,000 words long. Unsatisfiable requirements detected for package kernel abstractions. Right. Okay, that's fair. Never mind, I guess I can't install Gadfly. Not going to worry about it. Well, even after you do Julia 1.3, it's still going to run into that issue. It's an issue with my own... I think it's going to run into that issue. Maybe not. Maybe it'll work. We'll see. Let's see. It has the new package manager. I'm kind of arguing with my thesis committee because they all told me they want an entire chapter of applications with 4 days until the final thesis. 4 days until the final thesis deadline. Dude, that sucks. Good luck. Let's see. I've never written anything that's 20,000 words. How long was my thesis? My thesis was probably very short. Do I have a word count? Maybe. I don't remember. I'm replaying my favorite Pyromania game, Little Inferno. Actually, really liked that game. That was one of my favorite games for a while. What are you writing a thesis on? Excuse me. This is the fastest plotter you've ever seen. Is it? Let's see. Maybe. It's just, I feel like Gadfly. Just, it takes... my issue with Julia Plotter isn't so much that... I don't know. I just feel like plotting in Julia isn't that great. I prefer it in NuPlot, and I just know how to do things in NuPlot a bit better. So I tend to use that one. I realize, yeah, it's not the best, but it is what it is. Using a very specific kind of origami as robotic grabber mechanism. It's super cool. I really like it. Hey, C252, how are you? The plots are pretty, at least. Right, that's the best you can say. Like, the plots are pretty, they just take forever to make. Also, some weird coincidence, I own every Tomorrow Corporation game. I only knew of the one that they made, so I can just include the plot. Okay. Let's see. Oh, right. I agree. You don't have to output it a file. There's advantages to having your own plotter. Human Resources Machine and 7 Billion Humans because I like programming puzzles. Oh, those are both games that I had considered buying as well. I think they make some good games. Yeah, so it's taking a while to precompile Gadfly. Let's just, I guess we'll just sit here. That's the stream today, just precompiling Gadfly. But my thesis committee is misinterpreting that as applications of origami grabber mechanisms. Huh. Oh, that's what they think your thesis title is. Right, that's fair. I guess while this is compiling, let's just go to this SL terminal, close it, clear it, because, you know, whatever. And we will, I guess, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's CD into projects. Actually, CD into projects, Simuleos, and then Computus over here. Yeah, let's just get this done. Yo, what up? I don't play video games really, but I just bought Baba Is You because I was born. It is really fun. Okay. I mean, you kind of do have to write what it could be useful for. But full chapter is kind of overkill. Right. Baba Is You is good. Let me move the mic just a second. Okay. So what I'm going to do, again, I'm just going to use new plot. I feel it's a bit easier to do, at least for this. So I'm going to go ahead and create a plotting file. So we're going to create vi plot dates dot, yeah, we'll call it plot Easter dates dot gp. And in here, I'm going to run do stuff that I've completely forgotten. Completely forgotten. All syntax. Oh, that's of course broken. Let's go to algorithm archive. And then we'll go to plotting there. There we go. Right, so obviously we have this and this, but I want to do set terminal. What is it? Set terminal. I guess we'll do PNG Cairo for now. I usually like the LaTeX one, but PNG Cairo is fine. Wow. Yeah, we'll do PNG Cairo. Okay, I'm not gonna get crazy about this. All I'm gonna do is plot dates dot dat with lines. See what this does. Oh, and I have to set output as check.png. And let's just run new plot. What did I call this? Gosh darn it! I called it plot Easter dates. .gp. Now if we open up Mirage, I guess start.png because there's nothing else as a PNG. Check.png is what I called it. There we go. Yep, that's a set of dates. Right. So do we want to do that or do we want to do points? I feel like maybe we should do points. Let's try points. Oh. Right. So we'll do new plot and then Mirage. Okay, that's impossible. Let's do lines. So we'll do with lines. Line width of 2. Right. Okay. I keep forgetting to run a GNU block. Mirage. Nice. Okay. And let's just modify this a bit. So we're going to say title is just going to be blank. I think that works. Mirage. Right. And now we just have to set the X and Y axes. And this is the thing I didn't know how to do in Julia Plotter. So I just decided I'll do it here in NewPlot where I know how to do it. So what I need to do is I need to set the X and Y axes to be what they're supposed to be. So the X axis is going to be from 2020 to 2199, and the Y axis has to be from March 22nd to April, whatever, you know? So that's the thing I didn't know how to do in the Julia Plotter and why I wanted to do it here. It is so brain melting. Wait, what? Baba Is You is the best puzzle game of the past 5 years at least. It's my favorite puzzle game, but a full chapter. Okay. I have Baba Is You, but there are some puzzles I can't get through. Some puzzles. It's so brain melting. Dark Souls of box pushing games. And then it goes meta and your brain melts. But then even the meta goes meta and you wonder what the developer was drinking. Maybe I should play this game. Hey, Lollylol, how are you? Lizzie, getting the final ending was quite an experience for sure. I think my thesis committee just wants more examples so they have an idea of what I'm doing because it looks intimidating, but it's not much more than 40 pages of high school algebra. That's what everyone says about their thesis work, you know? Like if you go back to my thesis, like every time people ask about it, it's like, oh, it's trivial, you know? And I do tend to trivialize my own work. I understand that, right, maybe I shouldn't do that, but at the same time, like, you know, if you go back to what I did, I don't think it's as hard as people think it is, you know? You just have to present it in the right way, you know? Baba Is You lets you manipulate the rules by regulating the game mechanics, by putting them into the game world as block combinations. Right, I've heard about that. Definitely could be up your alley. I don't play too many games, and it's the more games I play, the more I get sucked into the gaming sphere, you know, and I just don't want to be in the gaming sphere anymore. The more, like, gaming to me is like candy, you know, like, you can have a little bit of it, you know, you can, you know, maybe eat a little piece of dark chocolate every now and again or something like that, but you eat too much and you're going to get a stomach ache, and it's the same with video games for me. Like, if I just play too many video games, I get sucked into it, and afterwards I feel awful, you know, and I don't know if that's true for anyone else, but that's definitely true for me. I just feel like I'm wasting time. And I hate that feeling so much. If people ask me what I did, I will tell them it's as hard as they think it is because no one understands it, and that's kind of the point. Right. The levels in Baba's U are very short. Can have little video games as a treat. I don't know. Video games aren't really a treat for me. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there are some games I'll play. Like Animal Crossing, I played a good bit, although I'm probably not playing it anymore. Ring Fit is an amazing game, but I feel like Ring Fit isn't so much of a game as it is a workout, not replacement even, just a workout partner, like a workout, something like that. So I enjoy playing that game. Super Smash Brothers, I get really into, but sometimes I just, like, for example, if I start playing Guild Wars again, that is all I'm going to do for the rest of my life, just play Guild Wars, and I don't want to do that, you know? So let's go ahead and set this to be what we want it to be. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to say set y label, label year, okay? And then we're going to do set x label to be date, probably capital D. And now let's see. We want to do set x ticks. Let's do, yeah, x ticks is what we want. And actually, I got these mixed up, so let's just do, yep. So we're going to set x ticks to be, how do I do this? I need to manipulate it. So it is 2020 plus, it should be 2020 plus whatever I'm putting down here. Oh, you kidding me? I didn't put it in here. Why didn't I put it in here? I should have. Why isn't... Set x6, unset, bottom, top. How did I not set it in here? No way, crap. I need to update that. X ticks, new plot. That's something I should do. I don't know where to put that, but I'll put that somewhere. Okay. New plot, X ticks. Oh, there was also something I just noticed. Last time I was watching my stream, the music was really quiet, so people couldn't hear it. What do you guys think? Is it fine or is it not fine? Just let me know. Also, if there's any latency in stream, let me know. I am on different internet now. I think the internet is fine, but maybe there could be issues with it. Let's see. What I want to do is set x ticks such that, x ticks. Let me catch up. Let's see. I feel like trying to describe the game makes it more complicated than it is. I get you. Yeah, but Baba's U is not a complicated game. It's very simple, but just goes very deep, right? I just bought Rocksmith and learned playing the guitar. At least I feel like I'm doing something useful. Maybe just regulate the kinds of games you play. One idea would be just single-player games, just games with some end state, no games with microtransactions, no idle games. Man, you seem very against multiplayer games, Gibbous. Like, honestly... The reason I play games is for the community interaction. Like, I'm not going to play a game if I can't talk to people about the game, you know? Like, that's one thing I loved about Guild Wars. 90% of my time in Guild Wars was not spent playing the game, but, okay, right, 90% of my time in Guild Wars was not spent playing the game, just talking to people. But I would say most of the time I spent playing the game was not in the game itself. Guild Wars was a fun game because it had a deck building aspect, and that's what I did. I just browsed the wiki and I made decks and stuff like that. If there were such a thing as a collaborative deck building experience that wasn't Guild Wars, I would play it. But it just doesn't exist. There's no such thing. You know, I thought maybe Valve's card game would have done it, but no, it's like if you just had Magic, exactly like Magic Arena, but instead of having, you know, you play one opponent, it was you have a team of 8 people, all with different party compositions, and you are going through some PvE campaign or something like that, or player versus player. That would be amazing. Like, I would totally buy that. That would be like, I'd be a big fan of that. But it doesn't exist, you know. So that's why I got stuck into Guild Wars, you know, because I enjoyed the strategy of it, and I enjoyed the forced community interaction. You have to talk about people, you know, or you have to talk to people to get it to work. No issue with the stream. Okay, cool. I'm done with multiplayer games, but if you want to control the time you spend playing games, you should avoid games that would have you play forever. Like multiplayer games are almost always like that. Right. I mean, I had a lot of friends that, I mean, they were just addicted to video games, and they ended up quitting, like, essentially quitting college just because they were that addicted to video games, you know? And that's, that to me is not okay. What I'm trying to do, I'm going to see if I can remember the notation. What is it? Multiply x ticks. Ticks, new plot. Oh, I misspelled new plot, but I should know. This is the same thing I was just at, but I don't think this gives me the information I want. Xticks offset, xticks log scale, xticks blah blah blah. No, that's not it either. I'm just looking for. There's a particular notation. I might just go into my thesis. CD projects thesis, ls here, cd into. Where did I put it? Data. Maybe I put it in data. CD into, oh no, there's no way I'm going to be able to find this. 1D, ls, CD into, VI, I don't know, quantum systems, ls, CD, simple harmonic oscillator, VI, plot.gp. Nope, that's not going to do it. Dang, I thought I had this written down. All I want to do is like multiply the x tick, like the bottom x tick, by some value, or add 2020 to that x tick. Let's see. I haven't played video games in recent. I still have crippling YouTube addiction, but I'm making improvements. The only video game I play anymore is Minecraft, and I'm almost always listening to audiobooks at the same time, so I never feel like I'm wasting time. I feel like listening to an audiobook is also wasting time, so I don't know. I often don't play video games for months, but I think games are a good brain exercise, though. Yeah, sometimes. I say this jokingly, but I do kind of have a YouTube problem. No, I feel like a lot of people have a YouTube problem. It's not atypical anymore. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I think what I'm trying to do is set x ticks. I don't remember it, for Pete's sake. I'm gonna have to just Google this. Changing the range of x ticks by multiplying each x label. This is probably what I'm looking for. Google Groups? What? Come on. Why is this in Google Groups? Okay, I guess that's fine. Dang it. Okay, that's not gonna help me. Set axis units in new plot. Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. That's it. There we go. I knew it wasn't here. It's down here. And then we're going to do using, and what I'm looking for is $1, I believe. $0, I believe. And we're going to set that equal to plus 2020. And then I think I need to do, how is this done? Using, and then colon $1. I think that's what I'm looking for. Let's try that. New plot. Crap. I'll set y label date. I messed that part up. Oh, this isn't gonna work then, is it? Using. What? That totally exists. Maybe because the title is after that. Let's try that. So we're gonna delete this here and just do title. No, that didn't work either. How is that not defined? Using one. What? What? Does it have to be immediately after this? What? 10x? No. 8x? No. 9x? There we go. Paste. And then this is going to be what? 7x? Ah, crap. 8x. And we're just going to paste it here. Okay, let's see what that does. Nope. Okay. Maybe this has to be in parentheses. That. Okay, that seemed to work. Let's take a look at Mirage. Check.png. Okay, well, there are the years, at least down there at the bottom. So let's get the dates right. And let me go ahead and catch up on chat. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, shoot. I missed everything in chat. I'm so sorry. Let me Let me go and catch up here. I was not paying attention because I was just zoomed into the coding thing. What did I miss? Apparently, I got a raid from Lana Lux. Thank you so much for the raid. Lana, okay, for the record, if you have not seen Lana's stream before, she's someone that we consistently raid at the end of stream. She's a wonderful game developer. Every time I go on, she's always very active and interacting with the chat. Fundamentally, like, wonderful person to hang out with. I would definitely recommend going to give her a follow. Right, and if you guys are here from Lana's channel, hi, I am Dr. James Schloss. I'm working on this project known as the Arcane Algorithm Archive. The idea behind it is that you basically, we talk and we teach algorithms, but we teach them in every language you could possibly imagine. So, for example, here's bubble sort and brainfuck. I'm not saying that anyone really learns anything from this, but it's there, and it's kind of cool. So, yeah, if Lana, how was the raid? I hope everything went okay. I'm going to try to catch up on chat. I'm going to be a bit slow. I'm so sorry for, not... I was focusing on it. I wasn't looking over there. I don't know how I missed it, but, let's see. What do I have here? YouTube does want you to have an addiction. They demand YouTubers to make videos weekly and therefore new content all the time. Okay, I don't think that's actually the thing. YouTube does not force content creators to make content, at any rate. It happens that it's more common for YouTubers to put that on themselves, I kind of feel like. I mean, yeah, I think it's better for the algorithm if you do put out content more regularly, but hey, it is what it is. The guy I talked to spent 6 to 8 hours a day on YouTube. I made the website just not open after 2. He didn't even really mind anymore after a week. Hey, Sid Funk. Let's see, 4-3 error. Lana Raid. Thanks. Hello there. Let's see. Folter, Sibrat, I'm trying to catch up. There's a lot of raid messages. If I missed your message, let me know. I'll figure it out. I'm sorry about that. I'm an idiot. Let's see, what do we have here? He doesn't have a raid alert. I do have a raid alert. It just it appears on my side screen. It doesn't, I don't see the alert, Let's see. What do you think will happen to PhD applicants during the corona issue? Actually, I don't know. That's a good question. I would argue that academia might not be as affected by the coronavirus as some other places, right? Because a lot of the academic funding comes from grants and stuff like that, So I feel like people aren't so hurt by this, in academia. Meanwhile, they will be hurt in a lot of other areas, I feel like also maybe certain areas will get more funding, like maybe biological areas will get more funding, which I feel is somewhat needed because even though, yeah, I'm a physicist and I do computation, I feel like if you are a biologist, there's so much competition in that space, and getting a bit more grant funding would definitely help. Project Aroid, let's see, 4-3 error, Mr. Flowers, thank you so much for following, really appreciate it. Let's see. Let me catch up. Now, James, many content creators have explained that YouTube has changed the algorithm to push YouTubers make regular content. Right, so what they're talking about there, just for the record, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the switch to watch time, right? There's a bit of a misconception there, right? You can still publish your 5-minute video, and that's fine. You can publish a 5-minute video. I mean, look at Mark Rober, Mark Rober. He puts a video once every month, and he's doing fantastically, and the videos aren't super long. Okay, well, he's been putting out more videos recently because of the coronavirus. But yeah, his videos, they're kind of long, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but they're not so bad. And he just puts out one video every month or so. The weekly thing is just something that helps YouTubers along. It's not a necessity of the channel, Let's see. Traveling's not allowed unless they start doing long-term PhDs. Academia is completely screwed. All bachelor's and master's theses are put on hold over here for at least 2 months. I'm the only one in my department able to continue. Right, okay, I had not considered. You're right. Experimental applications are probably hurt by this a lot. But the thing is, they're going to get back to it, right? What I'm saying is, I don't know many academics who've lost their job from this, Yeah, I'm only doing master's thesis, but literally nothing changed about the procedure except my defense is now remote conferences. Right. So if you want more exposure, you need more regular content. No lab courses forces everyone to study a year. Let's see. These are still going on here just with online presentation. Online presentations can't help with chemistry lab. There will probably be more virologists in the future. Let's see. Almost all these theses and chemistry are experimental. God bless computer science. Except for mine, I'm unbelievably lucky. Chemistry, I could see the only theoretical thesis in the department this year. Oh, okay, right. Okay, fair enough, right? I do what you could consider to be theory. A lot of people consider it to be experimental because it's computational, but depending on your, how you define it to be, I do not deal with biological specimens. I don't deal with anything I need to be in a lab to do. I can work remotely, and so that puts me in a different ballpark. And I admit that I was a bit short-sighted when I stated that. So you're right. A lot of experimental labs are kind of put on hold for now. But from a funding perspective, I still don't think what I said was wrong. I think for the most part, there's a bit more job security in academia than it is elsewhere, I would say. But I don't know. The distinction there is the experimental part. It's called theoretical and computational chemistry. The distinction there is the experimental part. Right. Okay. So I'm going to keep working on what we were working on before. For those of you who just came from Lana Lux's stream, what we're working on right now is the date of Easter. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is really stupid to make an entire stream on, and okay, you might be right. I've made like 15 streams on this so far. So Easter is calculated to be the first Sunday after the first full moon in spring. Now, spring is considered to be starting in March 21st, based on what the Pope says. So this means that to calculate the date, you have to first find the first full moon after March 21st, which isn't straightforward to do, right? Because lunar and solar cycles don't perfectly align and all that kind of stuff. And then after you find the first full moon, you then have to find the next Sunday, and that's also not trivial to do. So it's essentially a lot of arcane mathematics created by Gauss. If you don't know who Gauss is, he is a mathematical superstar, wonderful scientist. I would recommend, I don't know what I'd recommend, but I would say that Gauss is genuinely one of the best mathematicians who have ever lived. And the algorithm that we're covering right now is Gauss's Easter algorithm, which is the one that he used to calculate the date of Easter. Basically, the Muhammad Ali of mathematics. I would agree with you if I knew who Muhammad Ali was. Probably should know. Sorry about that. Anakin Luke, hey, how are you? Let me just don't look. Don't look at this. Just don't look. Oh yeah, I totally know who Muhammad Ali is. Yeah, okay, I remember now. He was an American professional boxer, activist, and philanthropist, and he was nicknamed the Greatest. It's wonderful. He's such a wonderful person. Yeah. Oh crap. Let me just. It's just I don't know. Fat Onion, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. Nerd, no like punchy sport. I'm sorry, I don't know very many sports. The only sport I know is swimming, and even then I don't really know it that well. Have you considered how many embarrassing things the viewers also do? So anytime a viewer does something embarrassing, I just have to put up this screen, except it says the viewer has done something embarrassing. Yeah, by the way, let me do that one more time. Yeah, okay, you can definitely hear me when I'm saying, okay. I thought for a second, also, no one was telling me that my audio was clipping. Okay, yep, it's still clipping. Okay, dang, it's still clipping. Okay, well, I'm going to try to do a bit better. I'll maybe move the microphone a bit lower, maybe? Yeah, maybe this does a bit better. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. We can get our brain damaged by less violent means. I was like, what's the weirdest connection? What's the weirdest connection could I make between two people? Oh, fair enough. I mean, Muhammad Ali, I just hadn't, I don't know, right? There's so many, it could have been so many things, and I didn't want to confuse it. A Warbear, thank you so much for following, really appreciate it. Okay. So what we're doing right now is just creating a general plot. We made some visualizations. I'll show you some of those visualizations. Why not? But we're not working on those visualizations today. We're not doing animations or anything like that. Today we are basically working on just finishing up little bits and pieces for the algorithm archive article and the video coming up. So if I do, I think if I just run G++, it should exist. And if we run computers, what is it called? Oh, Gauss visualization. It'll create a video, and I can just show the video for you and talk about it a bit, just to have some eye candy up on screen for a bit. Yeah, also let me get some water. So. Nice. Okay, so that's up. Let's run mpv temp video.mp4. All right, so this is a visualization of the sun, the moon, and the earth, where the moon and the earth is revolving around the sun, essentially, right? flamingo glass. Yeah, it was the only one that was available. If so, for those of you who might not know, I am quarantining with my parents essentially, which sounds kind of lame, but you know, I was in Boston before, and quite frankly, just I couldn't get anything done because my upstairs and downstairs neighbors were constantly loud and annoying, and it's just easier for me to concentrate here, and you know, it's nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this date set to be what it's supposed to be. You seem much happier. Honestly, just being here for one night last night was the first night I actually got a decent amount of sleep in months, you know. So I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes. I mean, I got to figure out my living situation in Boston, you know. So commands. I don't think we have a bot right now. I think the bot died. So sorry about that. So we're gonna set what is this? Y ticks. What do I need to do here? I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set. Ooh, I need to figure out what we're talking about here. Should I? It goes from 0 to 35. What is 35? I know it's a number. Don't be a smart aleck in chat. Let's see. What is 35 in this case is going to be 35 days from. Golly gee. Let me just open up Julia again. Okay, and we're just gonna run include Computus or Gauss Easter here. And actually, let me modify Gauss Easter real quick. Yeah, Gauss Easter. And what am I doing here? So if we have the d plus e is greater than 31, then we're going to do d plus e minus 9. So what's 35 minus 9? Is going to be 26. Good. So that is the range I want. Yeah, let's just do it. Control D. Yeah, here. Set Y ticks. I believe the notation looks something like this. So I think we do 0 as March 22nd, and we'll do 35 as April 26th. But actually, that doesn't work, right? Because... Oh, no, it does work because we never hit April 26th. Good. Write that. Go over here, run new plot again. That's not the appropriate notation. Let's figure out the appropriate notation, and then we'll go from there. I thought, is that all right? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Bah. Fix this. And then we put a 0 here. Okay, that should work now. Okay, so we'll do new plot, and then let's run the last mirage. Right. That didn't work. Darn. Okay, what do we have here? 35 is a number, but what is a number? Vsauce music. Do you ever use Jupyter Notebook? No, I don't use Jupyter Notebooks. I don't really like the notebooks. They just kind of, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. They just kind of, Boston Schloss Boss. It's really not lame. Let's see. Boston Schloss Boss versus Bama Schloss Boss. Caps lock and chat, be loud and annoying. Bots die in rebirth every Pascal full moon. Right. Just wait, it'll resurrect someday. Do you ever use Julia in Jupyter Notebook? Yeah, I just don't. You ever seen Jupyter used for anything other than the Pi part of it? I've seen it used for the Julia. I've only seen it used for the Julia part, actually. Let's see. I do that. 35 is actually not a number, but the product of 2. Okay. That's that Jew part of Jupyter is. Okay, that's a sentence. Vexados, yeah, there are a bunch of kernels for different languages. That actually reminds me of a math thing. Let's see. Well, specifically Julia, Python, and R. Okay, so do you know digital root where you add up digits of a number and get a new number? Sure, yeah. Most people just use RStudio for R if they only use R. Right. What if you do that with prime factors? Didn't you send me a site about this the other day? No, the site was about something else. What do we have here? Talking of notebooks, I just found out that Stephen Wolfram has a Twitch channel, and the dude is really interesting. Yeah, his streams are interesting. He streams regularly, and his microphone still sucks, even though it's been years. Yeah, I guess that's fair enough, right? Okay. So why did the dates not show up? That's my question, and I don't really have an answer to that. So, right. Should I set X ticks add? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I've never seen that notation, I don't think. Let's take a look at Mirage check.png. It wasn't quite what I wanted, but at least it's got, you know, like, appropriate dates. And I guess I can just set all the dates as need be. This plot's kind of ugly, isn't it? Well, I don't care. I'm kind of ugly. Okay, let's go here. We'll do March 22nd. I guess we'll just add 5 every time. So we'll do March 27th. And this will be 5. And then it'll be... oh, what's 27 plus 5? Gosh, I'm bad at math. It's 3? Modulo 31. So that's going to be 27 plus 5 is just going to be 2. 32. So the answer is going to be 1. So it's going to be April 1st. This is going to be 10. I don't like doing it this way. I really don't. I feel like there should be a way to automate this. And in fact, I don't know why. Let me just remove this. And yeah, I don't like doing it that way. I could very easily mess up. He's not putting on a show. He's just letting you watch him work. It's weird. I don't think it's weird. I think it's normal. I mean, actually, most of the programming Twitch is just people, you know, watching other people work. Honestly, I think it's fine. Let's see. Set X ticks. 0, 0.5, 10. What am I doing here? I guess I am... I kind of feel like we don't need that many Y X ticks. Let's just do set X ticks. And we're just going to do 0. I guess it's every 10 for 100, right? So let's do 0, 25, 50, and 100. 99 maybe. Yeah, okay, let's just see what that does. Right now I'm just messing around with plots. I mean, this is kind of silly, but Mirage check. Why did that not work? How am I just so bad at using newplot all of a sudden? I was really good at it during my thesis. Is it because I needed to remove the parentheses? Oh, that was not what I meant to do. Let's try that. Run. That's not precisely what they have here. X ticks. Oh, I'm seeing some stuff. Okay. Set X ticks 0. No, I'm not seeing exactly what's wrong with this line. Set X ticks 0, 0.5, 10. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that line. He's been streaming for years. He's not putting on a show. What's the most weird? Streaming one's work or watching someone else's work? I don't know. Right. You're no longer doing your thesis, therefore you're bad at it now. Right. That's fair enough. Right. Okay. How does that compile? But this doesn't. Oh, it doesn't work. Just at all. Let's try this. And let's remove this. And see what it does. Yeah, that worked. 75.99. I don't understand why that's failing. Let's see. What do we have here? Yeah, chat's working. I don't know if that matters. You're no longer doing your thesis, therefore you're bad at it now. Let's see. I must have put this in the algorithm archive article, right? Like, why wouldn't I put that there? Come on, like, I couldn't be that bad at things. Set X range, set X, Y ticks unset, set. Interesting. Doesn't newplot give error messages somewhere? What do you mean? I've got to go have fun with Easter. Yeah, see if Exotos, thanks so much for coming in. Have a wonderful evening. Yeah, so it's looking like I'm not going to be able to put a video out. Actually, guys, I'm going to do my best to, but I really don't know if I can. Right, so what happens if I do this? I don't know. It's kind of messing around. I'm doing my best, but I don't know if I can. I think this might not be able to do it. Right, so that worked. That didn't work. Where are years? What's going on there? Let's see. If something cannot work, new plot should explain why. Plus, it's a language. It needs to put out error messages. Right, it's putting out error messages over here. Like, I'm looking at the error messages. They're right over here. So, that was why I didn't understand why you were asking the question, because I was clearly looking at error messages, you know? Okay. So, let's see. What if I just do... it's too small. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Hi, what are you doing? I'm, just, you know, finding the date of Easter. That's basically it. Let's go over here. New plot. Mirage. Yeah, why is it not appearing at the bottom there? That's insane. Okay, so let me just do... I'll just have to do it this way. I don't like doing it this way, but this is how I'm going to have to do it. Does this work? Is this what I'm looking for? New plot. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I don't understand at all. You get it out by Greek Easter, which is a week later this year. Oh, is it? Yeah, maybe I could. Yeah, there's something. I don't know what's going on. I just need to look at some example scripts, and I don't remember where those example scripts are. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Of course not. Hey, Tommy Torty, how are you? Let's see. So I'm going to go here, add that, and that, write this. Go over here, GNU plot. Mirage. Yeah, so now I have no labels at all, which is definitely not what I was looking for. Comment that out. I don't understand. This is so dramatically different than what was happening before. So let me just go to... I'm just going to have to open my thesis and just look at some example code. Also, it is insanely hot in this room. Like, it's got to be like 33 Celsius or something like that. What is that in Fahrenheit? Or maybe just because I'm used to Boston, it just feels way hotter. But I mean, I lived in Okinawa for a super long time, so like surely it's not that bad. But I'm just sweating. I don't think I've ever been this hot during a stream before. How's the stream been? It's been okay. We're getting there. So we're gonna CD into projects, actually thesis. Too hot for new plot. Yeah. So CD into data, Ellis here, and then we're gonna CD into, I guess, quantum systems. I have to have some. Let me just open up the thesis and let me see what I have here. Are you sure it's not fever? I'm like 90% sure it's not fever because it's really cold. It's cold outside. It's like 75 Fahrenheit outside. Right. So let me just do LS here and let me open up ocular final thesis.pdf and let me look at the figures because, you know, I need to find one particular figure where I updated the... Probably this one down here, I updated it, I imagine. Maybe? Yeah, let's just see what happens. So I'll look up the simple harmonic oscillator again. CD, what I'm looking for here. CD into what? CD into data, and another LS here. CD into, quantum systems, which is the initial chapter, LS, CD into simple harmonic oscillator, LS, and now let's see, what do I have here? LS star.gp. Let's go into VI plot simple harmonic oscillator.gp. Set X ticks. Right, that's me setting the X ticks. Y is equal to that. Right. I got a little writing done today, but I should be heading to bed now. See you, Trash Talk. Thanks for coming in. Have a wonderful evening. Let me see what's going on over here. Okay, right. Yeah. Maybe I just manually set the X ticks and I don't worry about it. Oh, but I can't even manually set the X ticks right now because for some reason it's not letting me. Yeah, that's how I set it before. So why wasn't it letting me do that this time? Set X ticks. Set Y. This doesn't work. But why not? What if I just change this to be 22 for 0 and 26 for 35. Huh. It just doesn't work. But that did work over here. Is this an issue with like me not using LaTeX for this? Set X ticks. I'm using that notation over here. Set Y ticks. Huh. Let's see. What do we have? It looks like the same notation, right? Let me just try set terminal EPS LaTeX standalone. Standalone. Okay, we're gonna change this to check.tech. Now we're gonna run new plot, and then we're gonna run PDF LaTeX check.tech. Okay, now I'm gonna run ocular check.pdf. Nope, the date is still not there. Huh. Why not? I don't understand. Plot Easter dates. Huh. Is this just a bug with my new plot version? Crap. Right. Okay. I'm gonna look at working code, and let me just run this and see if it does the same thing I'm expecting. We're going to new plot, simple harmonic oscillator, .gp, PDF LaTeX, plot, simple harmonic oscillator, wait, no, what did I output it to? I output it to show_2.tech, so we're going to do PDF LaTeX, simple harmonic oscillator _2.tech, and now we're going to run ocular simple harmonic oscillator _2.pdf. Nope, that seemed to work. 0 to 255. Perhaps dates is not a possible y-axis? I don't understand why that would be a... I don't understand. What do you mean? Let's see. Let's do... I'm going to check this back. I'm going to turn this back to... No, we'll leave it check.tech. I don't care. It doesn't matter if it's a PDF or a PNG. Really. GNU plot. Plot Easter dates.gp. And now we're going to run PDF. Ocular. Yeah, no, that did nothing. There's just nothing on the axis now. It's discrete Y. It's discrete and Y. It's discrete and Y have to be continuous numbers. I mean, maybe. So if I change this to 0. Oh, no, but what is VI, what is it called? Dates.dat? Oh, actually, you're right. Maybe that could be an issue. I don't, because this could be floating point precision error somehow. Let's try that. That'd be so weird if it is, but could be. You know, let's try it. PDF, ocular. No, still not there. Also, I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. Okay. Yeah, it's still not there on the side. Do you need the escape? Do you need to escape the backslashes for LaTeX? Backslashes? What do we need backslashes for? I don't think I'm using any backslashes. Let's see. That's precisely what I have over here. Like, I'm setting X ticks to be -100, -50 at particular grid points, and right, it's just not doing it. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. That's a 7. Oh, right here. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand at all. What's going on? Let me see. So it's... What on earth? I don't even understand how to debug this. It's compiling, but then the X ticks aren't going to the right spot? GNU plot, PDF, ocular. Yep, it's just not just doesn't want to appear on the y-ticks. Yeah, you add backslashes in the labels? What labels? What? I didn't add backslashes in the label. Huh. So this one's working, right? Set x6 nev 100, that's working. This one isn't. Set 22. It's the same thing. There's no difference. Set X label. The first one is 100? No, the first one's just 100. New plot bully. Yep. Let's see. You had backslashes in the label. Yeah, so if you need the backslashes to backslash out like a mu or something like that, for LaTeX notation, you need the backslashes for that, but not for anything else. Let's see. Fucking Delicious and Axel Jabo, thank you so much for following, guys. Really appreciate it. Okay, so what is the... What? I don't understand this at all. Huh. So set dates with lines, line with 2. Well, crap. I guess we aren't putting a video out this week. That sucks. This is supposed to take 10 minutes. And it would have taken 10 minutes, but I don't understand why this isn't working. Take the other file and modify it? What do you want to modify it to? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you want to take this file, the one that I'm currently editing, and modify that. I don't think that's gonna... Let's see. With lines, line with 2, title is that. Yeah, that. I mean, the rest of it's the same. Set X ticks. But the commands, I don't understand why. I don't understand. Okay. Set X range. Set Y. Just. Maybe because it's. Let me try 1 and 34. Nope. No idea. Okay. Well, welcome to Simuleos, the channel where we just plot things incorrectly, consistently. 10? Oh, maybe I forgot to run new plot, maybe. Okay, there it is. Fine. Then let me set Y range to from 0 to 26. So that was the issue. Gosh darn it, that took way too long. 35. This is gonna be 35. Okay. Honestly, I completely disagree with that statement that new plot gets in the way. Compared to every other plotter I've used, I would argue that new plot gets in the way way less than other plotters. Just personally. Yeah, I know it gets in the way, but every single plotter I've used gets in the way. Like, I'm still very strongly defending new plot. Yeah, sure, sometimes it's a mess. But quite frankly, it just works most of the time. Control-Alt-Delete does nothing on my machine, so it just doesn't do anything. Sorry about that. Right, this, go over here. Let's run GNU plot. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna manually set the dates here. So March 22nd, April 26th. That'll do. And in here, I'm also just gonna manually set the dates as well. So it's gonna be 2020. I think I need to put a string here. Right. And then the next one's going to be 25, so this should be 20. What is 2020 plus 25? 45. The next one is going to be 2070. The one after that's going to be 2095. Last one's going to be 2119. Right. I think that's correct. 75 plus. Yep, that should be correct. So we'll move down here and remove that using label. Right. And we're just going to run ocular. For Pete's sake. And I guess I should put another date on the y-axis as well. So let's see. We have the day here, March 22nd from April 26th, and I misspelled 26th. And then we'll go. Let's see. Well, let's just see what this looks like. So we'll run new plot, PDF, and then ocular. Yeah, that looks weird, doesn't it? Yeah, I guess I need a few more things. What language is this? This is just new plot. It's a plotting tool. So first make it work, and then you'll understand later why it's working and not the other one. Right. Okay, so now let's go down here. And we're going to do, let's see, March 22nd. And I guess, let's see, there's 35 of them. What's 35? 36 divided by 4 is going to give you what? Oh, I guess it's 35 divided by 5. So that's going to be 7. So we're going to do March 29th. This is going to be on 7. Thanks, Lollylol, but actually I think I want 7, 14, 21. Oh, that doesn't work at all, does it? How many do we have here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I want 0, 7, 1, 2, 14, 0, 7, 14, 21. What? Okay, 30. You're right. Maybe I should go by 9s. We'll go by 9s. Okay, so then it's going to be April 9th. And that's going to be 18. And then the last one's going to be April 18th. And that's going to be 9/27. I think this is right, probably. Let's write this. Go over here, run new plot. Oh, I screwed something up. I forgot a comma here. Go there. Now we're going to run new plot. PDF, ocular. Okay, so then we have March 22nd. 31st. 26th, 18th, 9th, 31st, 22nd. Let me change that to 31st. And then we have that. And let me change Y label to date. And let's see what this looks like. Yeah, okay. It is a bit weird, but it is what it is. Can I, let me just look if I can set dark mode for new plot. I don't know if you can. Man, that took too long. I mean, I know there's a way to set the background as black. I just don't remember how. Okay. PNG white on black. Let's see. Set term PNG medium background. What do these guys do? Set term PNG Cairo RGB black. Right. They just change everything to be white. Yeah, we can do that. Should we do it though? What happens if we just take this guy, open it up in GIMP and invert it? Let me go into GIMP. What was that? What did it call it? Probably check.pdf. Let's just invert the colors and see what that looks like. Yeah, import. Why not? And now we're gonna do layer. What am I doing here? Tools. How do you invert colors in GIMP? Let me just move this over here. Zoom in a bit. That looks kind of ugly, but let's see what happens. Stack mask colors, probably in here, right? Saturation, exposure, invert. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That's fine. Control I. That did nothing. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just invert the colors. That's lazy, but it is what it is. So that'll work for my video if I just invert the colors. Happy enough with that. Let me get some water. Recently, I actually did that for something. There's this, like something official. There's a plot. I had to get performance metrics on a bunch of stuff for Klima. So let's just go to Oceananigans. And I had to get performance data. And so I just got these numbers down here for their performance data, which was pretty much the data that we needed. But since it was black on white, I just inverted the colors and we used that as the image. It was, I mean, yeah, I was kind of crunched for time, so that's fine. I obviously wouldn't do it again, but you know. Okay, so next thing what we need to do is we need to get a set of dates for Servois table is what it is. And we need to plot that. And again, the reason I don't want to do this in Julia plots is simply because there is some additional information I want to put on that plot that I can't put in with Julia plots that I'm aware of. There probably is a way to do it. I just don't know it. Okay. So let's go ahead and try to get that done as well. Oh, there's another animation I need to do. Geez, I just don't know if we're going to be able to get this video out on time. There's just too much left to do. Let's go ahead and start with that other animation first, actually. And I'm going to have to write that section in the algorithm archive. Maybe we just have an algorithm archive chapter and no video for this one. And then next year I'll put a video out for this. That might be what ends up happening. We'll see what I can do. I'm doing the best I can, but I just think I'm rushing this too much. Which, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Oh, I just deleted something on my side screen that I shouldn't have deleted. Crap, 1 second. It's okay, though. I mean, if we can't get a video out, we can't get a video out. I'm doing the best I can, but, I mean, like, sometimes you just... The best you can isn't good enough. And that's how it's been for the past year. Man, that sucks. We spent 3 weeks. We spent 3 weeks working on this. And that still wasn't enough time to get an algorithm in the algorithm archive because I only have 2 hours a day to work on it. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I could have done it in literally 2 days if I was working on this full time. Right? So 3 weeks, 2 hours times 3 weeks is going to give you how much time? So that's going to be 21 days. Yeah, it could have been done in a week, you know? Quality goals are hard to compromise on. Just ask them to postpone it by a few days. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll get the algorithm archive chapter out. It's just a matter of getting the video out as well. So I just think about how much time you have extra now that you can sleep soundly. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I should be able to get more stuff done tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so the next thing I need to plot is... should we do Servois table or should we do the frequency graph? I kind of feel like we should do just the frequency graph. Or maybe we just... Yeah, maybe we get Servois table. Yeah, let's do the table first. So we'll do Julia. Let me open up Gauss's Easter algorithm again. Yep. And let's just output what's necessary for the table. And so for that, we need to output this. Okay. So now we're just going to run A as a set of dates. And it's going to be from 1800 to 1899. We're going to say dates are going to be equal to computus.a. What? Maybe I forgot to include it. Computus.a. So now this is everything we need for Servois table. Let me just I need to reshape the dates. So we're going to say reshaped dates are going to be equal to reshape there using delimited files. And we're going to output this. And then we'll go from there. I feel like I want to cast this all onto an integer. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. So we'll cast it onto an integer. And we're going to do... can I just do int dot of reshaped dates. Is this going to work? Does that work? Yeah, that seems to work. So now that we've delimited files open, I think we can output an 18th century version of Servois table and then a 19th century version of Servois table. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to output, I guess we're going to do write DLM, and we're going to do, I did this backwards last time and I don't remember the right way. Okay, so it'll be Servois 1800, and this is going to be outputting int dot of reshaped, come on, dates. That should work. Let's go ahead and define A again to be from 2000 to 2099. Okay, and we're going to say dates are going to be equal to this. Reshape dates are equal to that. And then we're going to output this to be 2000. Okay, so now we have the set of these guys. All we need to do is basically write a new plot script. This one, I don't know. So first order approximation will be quick. Second order approximation will not be quick. So let's go ahead and open up servois.tech. And we're going to just use, I mean, the other one's in tech. So let's, did I just call it .tech as well? It should be GP. So the other one's now a PDF. So this one has to be a PDF as well. It's just the name of the game. So we're going to do set to terminal EPS LaTeX standalone. Set output to be servois.tech. Right, probably need to do this. And now I think I can just do the plot that I have already on the algorithm archive just to check to make sure it works. So let's go down here to the bottom. Right, so if we just set view map and splot that guy, we should get something. So let's go down here and set view map, and we'll do splot of Servois 1800. I don't even know if I put a .dat on that or not. Matrix with image. Let's see what I actually did. LS over here. I did not put a .dat, so we're just gonna run that really quick. Go over here, run new plot, and servois.gp, and now we're gonna run PDF LaTeX, servois.tech, and then we're gonna run. Yeah, that didn't. I see what happened. Okay, we need a backslash for this one. Okay, now we're on new plot, PDF LaTeX, and then run ocular on servois.pdf. Okay, there you go. Black and white, but there you go. Probably don't want it to be black and white now that I think about it. So let's do. Why is it black? Oh, I remember this too. There was something about setting colored heat maps in. Okay, let's just go back to my thesis then. CD back a directory, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to do grep-rl, and I'm going to look for view map. Okay, nice. CD into split op, and let's go into simple harmonic oscillator. Let's go into VI plot GP. Let's see, where's our view map? Matrix with image. I forgot the color. Nice. So if we go over here, we should be able to run new plot, PDF, ocular. Bam, look at that color. Beautiful. That is, oh, that's the most beautiful table I've ever seen. That thesis is proving to be incredibly useful already. Honestly, I just go, the problem is you write code and then you just don't think about the code anymore, right? It's already written. You don't really worry about it, right? So... All right, so we're gonna do set size square. Size square. Okay. And let's see. I'm gonna keep going. And what else do I need to do? So I need to set xticks. How am I gonna do this? I guess I need to set xticks such that. What am I setting? I guess it should just be 0 to 10, right? So I think the X ticks are right. I think the Y ticks are incorrect. Also, I don't know what I just output. Sorry about that. So if we change this to Y ticks, and then we do, oh, DD there. And actually, I think the Y ticks are all right as well. All we need to do is change this so when we splot this, we do using. I'm going to try something fancy and it's going to fail, but that's the story of my life so far. So we're going to do using $0. It's going to be 180. Right. Plus 180. Okay. Let's see what fanciness does for us, and we're going to do $1. Okay. Matrix with the image. Run new plot. Come on. Dang it. Didn't work. Pretty sure that's what we did last time. Okay, let's see what do we have here. I don't know if I said thanks for following Axel Jabba, but thanks for following. And also CH4C4AL, thank you so much for following as well. Really appreciate it. Okay. Splot this using that matrix with image. I think the reason this doesn't work is because we have... Let's see. Did I try this before? No, I didn't. I think the reason this doesn't work is because Splot takes in 3 arguments. And I don't know what the third argument is in this case. So I'm going to have to set these guys manually, unfortunately. Kind of sucks, but yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna make this slower than it has to be by looking for fancy things. So we're going to set Y ticks. I think I'm going to set them like this, actually. I don't know if I can do it this way. So we're going to say 1, 8, 0. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're just gonna, see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then down here we're just gonna change this to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm off by 1. Crap. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does this work? Let's see what happens. New plot. Yeah, okay. I thought we could... Oh no, I'm just an idiot. That's the wrong parentheses. Dang. Okay, I thought we could do that on multiple lines, but apparently not. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. I was pretty sure you could do this, though. Repositories online. Here we are. Accent.pal. What does that look like? It looks like they're... Aha! I see the problem. There we go. No way, come on. Come on, just let me... Come on. Can I just use set Y ticks to find? Oh, maybe I need a space. Tell me I need a space. Come on. Dang, maybe I need to add a defined. Dang. Why does it work for that notation, but it doesn't work for this notation? Did I get these guys backwards again? Fine. I'll just set it the dumb way again. Oh, maybe. That. Dang it. Expecting your... Oh, right. I also need one down there. Boom, look at that. You need to add backslash on the Y ticks line too. Thanks, Flask. Appreciate that. Let's go into PDF, Ocular. Okay, there's our Servoise table. It's not quite right, but we'll get there. If it's dumb, but it works, it isn't dumb. Right, yeah. I don't know. I kind of feel like that's my motto. Like, if I'm dumb, but I work, I'm not dumb. I don't know. I feel like that, I don't know. There's something there. There's some sort of joke there that I can't find because I'm too dumb, but I promise there's a joke there. Okay. So we have Y ticks here. And what am I doing on top of this? Right, so I have to do set title. Is this I believe. And I think maybe I have to set title up here. So let's go set title there. uplot, PDF, ocular. There we go. So now I have to do something that's kind of annoying. And that's that I have to go through each of these boxes and put a number on them now. Now the thing that gets me, I think this, I need to think about what we're going to do with it. 404 show fund not found yet. It will be developed soon, I guess. Okay, so, right. I think we have a big problem here in that, okay, I think I see what I need to do. So I'm going to set X range to be from, it's going to sound really dumb, but we're going to do negative 0.5 to 10.5. And same for Y range. PDF LaTeX, I'm sorry, GNU plot, PDF LaTeX, ocular. Okay, right. It's almost what we wanted. I think we wanted 9.5 instead of 10.5. So let's try that one again. 9 and 10. Sorry, 9 again. GNU plot, PDF LaTeX, ocular. Right. Okay, so now we have the numbers all aligned, and all we have to do is put numbers in each of these boxes. That's all we got to do. So we're getting there. We're almost there. So now we have to figure out where those go. And I think we know where they go. But we have to find a way to create like a for loop. So we need like a do for loop that puts sets the text in the appropriate position. We can do that. And we have to go through the data to find that information. That's going to be the hard part. How do we know what each of the numbers are beforehand? Okay, so we have this plot, Servois 1800. So that means in Servois 1800, we have the dates. We have all of the numbers that we're trying to get into the boxes. Let me just have this up here. And let's just explain what's happening here. So in this box, for example, we want like the number 9, whatever it is that Servois table says it should be. And like in this box, we want the number 31 or whatever, it says it should be. And I just realized that we want to make sure that all of the ticks show on the x-axis. And I also think I just realized that I need to transpose this matrix. Okay. Or I could transpose the labels. So let's see, X ticks over here. We need to set the frequency in which the X ticks are shown. Good eyebrows, friend. Thanks, you too. Let's see. How do we set the X tick frequency? Oh, thanks, Yellow. It's a weird compliment, but I'll take it. Okay. Set X ticks is probably a frequency, isn't it? So if we do set X ticks, let's try that. Set X ticks. 0, 1, 10. We're going to go here and we're going to run PDF LaTeX. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? No, I know this is not going to work. Ocular. Ocular. Oh, no, that did work. Wonderful. Okay, cool. So now all we need to do is put the numbers where they're supposed to be. So we know in NewPlot where each of these points are. This is going to be, for example, this is going to be, for example, 0, 0, 0. This up here is going to be 9, 9. So we know the positions of where we need to put the text, and we know how to put text down. It's just a matter of finding out what text to put down. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a separate file here. We're going to cd back a directory. Actually, multiple directories. I think here, one more directory back. We're going to cd into subroutine comic. ls here, cd into, where did I put this? It must be under NewPlot. Of course it's under NewPlot. And let's just look at mirage check.png. So if you guys haven't been on the stream for a while, you might not have known about our wonderful webcomic that we that we started making the other day called subroutine. It's called subroutine for a number of different reasons. You know, subroutine is a very common name for like functions and stuff like that, or essentially functions in like Fortran and stuff like that. Also, I thought it was kind of cool because subroutine, you know, like, you know, you have a routine every day and your routine is to read the webcomic. I don't know. I thought it was a good name. But yeah, I just want to look at the code for this because that never actually turned out into anything. vi subroutine.gp. Right, so we can set object, where's the text? So set label text. Set label this was made in new plot at 0.13, 0.5. So just to check, to make sure this does what we expect it to do, I'm going to go ahead set label 9 at, and I'm going to put it at 0.9. I believe that's where I want it to be. Front. Okay, let's see what happens if we do new plot PDF ocular. Right, so we have a 9, slightly offset, so we might need to move it over a bit. So let me see what happens if we put a 10 there. We're gonna do PDF LaTeX. I'm sorry, GNU plot PDF LaTeX ocular. Right, so the 10 is out of place, so we need to shift it over simply by a certain amount. And how much? Because we want to center it. How do we center a label on a particular point in new plot? Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Center label GNU plot. Yeah, I don't think I ever figured out how to do that. F5. Is my stream lagging? No, it seems like the bitrate's fine. Okay, fine. So we're gonna do center label new plot. Label center, let's see center. Yeah, see what happens if I put center. We'll do new plot PDF ocular. There we go, that's centered where we want it to be. We should probably remove the outer ticks as well. I think your stream is fine. Thanks, Jaboco. Appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna do removing. I probably have this in the algorithm archive, don't I? Why wouldn't I? I end up just I put enough information for everyone to get started here, but I didn't put enough information. I didn't put enough information to do the fancy things, which probably should have, you know, now that I think about it, but I didn't because I didn't. Okay, removing ticks. We'll do new plot. I think what you do to remove ticks is you actually rotate the ticks by 90 degrees or something like this. Yeah, Google that. Removing all ticks. New plot cookbook. And this is just going to tell us something that we already know. But I want to remove... Yeah, that's what I want. Unset ticks. No, that's not what I want. I just want to make it so we don't see... Yeah, I don't want to unset ticks. Hide default X ticks. Add dis... Nope. Remove ticks, keep label. That's what I'm looking for. Again, in Google Groups, man. Set tick scale 0. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. So now we just have to fill the array with numbers. That's what we're looking. Do you have any experience with Pluscal and TLA+? I do not. I don't know what either of those are, I'm sorry to say. Right. Also, guys, whatever I don't finish on stream here, I'm just going to be tinkering around with on my own time. I really, really do want to make sure I get a video out by the end of this week, at least, you know, because Easter's coming up, and I really just want to get something out. So I'm going to do my best to get something out. I'll be working on this a bit on the side. Hopefully tomorrow during stream we can just do a video editing stream, but we'll see. An algorithm language by the author. Oh, it's by Knuth. Interesting. Yeah, probably I should know it then. Knuth is a super cool guy. Or Knuth. I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Knuth without the K. I think the K is silent. Okay. So, how do we know what those numbers are? Set label 10. The K is pronounced. Really? That sounds weird. Why would you pronounce the K? No, that's not what I'm looking for. I want that one. Ah, crap. I already started loading the next page. It is. It's Knuth. Fair enough. Actually, Knuth wrote tech. Oh, fair enough. Hey, Geek Panther, how are you? Okay. So, let's see. What do we have here? I'm going to close this. Take a look over here. Okay. So, what we're going to do is... Let's see. Oh, you know what we could do? Change label depending on plotted data. Okay. New plot. Leslie Lampert wrote TLA plus and plus cal. Oh, interesting. Okay, sorry. I apologize for that. Naming the legend entry in new plot while plotting from a... Okay, so we'll set title. No, that's not what we want at all. Set label. I just Googled that, didn't I? Change label depending on plotted data, time and date. Yeah. Try Google again. Okay. In new plot, how to label each point in the plot with its... I guess that would work. Yeah, something like that is what we're looking for. Plot abc.dat using 1, 2, sprint F. Okay. I'm seeing what's happening here. With labels, no title. So if I do... What if I do matrix with image and then I do with label? What'll that do? So we're going to do PDF LaTeX. I'm sorry. GNU plot PDF? No, that doesn't work. Can I do with label and with? With labels, no title. What if I do with labels instead of with image? So we're going to go over here. We're going to run new plot. That doesn't exist. Using 1, 2, sprint F with labels. Okay. See. Does this do what I want it to do? No, it doesn't. Unrecognized plot type. Well, why do they have with label? Using the labels plotting style for this, that requires 3 using specifiers, x value, y value, and a string, which is placed at the given coordinate. So the easiest command would be plot abc.dat using 1, 2 with labels, no title. Okay, what if I just try this? Let's just see what happens. Okay. I'm just going to DD here, and we're going to plot, again, serve y 1800, underscore 1800, using 1, 2, sprint F, whatever. I'm just going to do 0, 1, with labels, no title. Does this work? I cannot find files, serve y 1800. What? Okay. Do I need double quotes? Okay. Don't know why that worked, but it did. I think I ran into that issue before. So now we're going to PDF LaTeX, ocular. That didn't do what I thought it would do. Let's see, set view map. How do I create? Let me see if I can just create a table. Maybe? Table, they have a table. Table. No, that's not what I'm looking for at all. Why would you... How do I table with using new plot? Let's see, what do we have here? That's not a table. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for just... I want to plot a table on top of the data. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to... Alright guys, we've got about 10 minutes left in stream for today. I'm going to go ahead and close up after that. So if you guys, if you have someone that you want to raid at the end of stream, feel free to let me know. We've got Bernie raiding if you want to raid him. Poku, Loading Artist, Bonsai Baby, CM Griffing, Hardly Difficult, a bunch of people. And if there's anybody who's not on this list that you want to raid as well, feel free to let me know. Okay. Again, 10 minutes left in stream. Just trying to keep that in mind. I believe Amazon used TLA Plus to verify their S3 storage system or some part of AWS. How was your trip to Alabama? Hopefully it was pretty uneventful. Yeah, it was actually a relatively, straightforward trip. I mean, I was going with my coworker who, also self-quarantined for 2 weeks. So it was fine. I mean, it was a long trip because we stopped through Nashville, which meant it was like basically a 3-hour detour. But he lives in Nashville, so it made sense to go to Nashville, and then I would take the last trip to Alabama. So that's how it happened. And it was fine. Let's see. What happens if I just go to images here? Why did the font change? New plot generated table. See, everyone's talking about plotting a table, whereas I want to just like put all of the numbers from a table onto new plot. Can I just do... What plot type am I looking for here? Let me do a... I could just show a table. I'm being kind of a... Like, do I actually need to do new plot for this? What if I just plot a table? I mean, like, if you look at Servois' table, what I was wanting to do is I just wanted to just put... yeah, maybe this one will probably show it. Oh, that's not it. Let's just try this on Google again. Right. So I just wanted to be able to put... Basically... I just wanted to recreate this table in here, right? And I realized this table has no... it has no... What I wanted to do was basically put that table superimposed on this guy, right? Well, not that guy. Let me try. Let me try one more time. So I'll go here, write that, go over here, run PDF LaTeX, GNU plot, PDF LaTeX, Ocular. Right, so I wanted to put the table, superimpose it on top of this, because, I don't know, I thought that would look pretty. But I mean, maybe, no, I think it's easier. Like, I think it's easier for the reader to understand if you have the colors. Admittedly, this color bar might not be the best color bar, but I think it's better to put the numbers on here. I think it gives a bit more visual, it explains it a bit better, in my opinion. So... Okay, let's just, okay, let's, but I could just put a table in there, like just a simple markdown table, and I could just create a Julia function to output it into a markdown file. Like, the Servois table's not going in the video, it's only going in the algorithm archive. Maybe for now, because I do feel like I am under a slight time constraint, I just don't put the table... I just have a non-colored table in the algorithm archive. Maybe that's what I do. What do you guys think? Am I going too far with the table colors? Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. I think the table colors look nice, but if it's going to take another hour for me just to figure out how to get this to work... It shouldn't take that long. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and close stream, and then I'm going to try to figure this out on my own. I assumed it was an Easter. Yeah, it's an Easter-themed project, so I need to get this out. At least, I'm hoping... Well, it was supposed to be out 2 weeks ago, but it just takes a while. I mean, it takes a long time to do this type of stuff, so... Right. Man, I just always massively underestimate the amount of time it takes to do this kind of stuff. But right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and close stream, and I'm going to try to get this to work on my own. If it takes more than an hour, I'm going to just drop it, and I'm going to have a non-colored table in the algorithm archive. It's just not worth it to spend that much time on this type of thing for now. So let's go ahead and see, who do we want to raid at the end of stream? I'm a big fan of Poku, but we could do, who haven't we done in a while? We haven't done Hardly Difficult in a while. I feel like we did CM Griffing the other day. Let's see, Rossman Group is doing Street Fighter 5. Real Light is doing Science and Tech, and I think he's doing a Hackers Hangout. Yeah, we could do Real Light, maybe. That'd be interesting. Let's see what's going on there. HGM, Hackers Hangout. Yeah, what about that? We could do that, I guess. What do you guys think? Do you have anybody that you want to raid at the end of stream? Just let me know what you guys are thinking. If not, I think we'll just, maybe we do Real Light, maybe, yeah. I don't know if you like Kerbal Space Program. If so, Rocketology is a great guy. Yeah, let's do that. How about we do that? I mean, if you request Rocketology, let's go. No one was really speaking to me. I mean, all of them are good. All the people that I'm following are great people. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the raid on Rocketology, and we'll go from there. Is that how you spell it? Rocketology? Sounds right. Right, so that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time it happens to be your time. And I'll see you guys around tomorrow. We might do a video editing stream. Not really sure. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks guys so much for coming in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.